Welcome back. All right, I figured we're almost to Halloween, so why not? This is a jersey I just got from Geeky Jerseys. So if you're curious about where it came from, Geeky Jerseys. That being said, two more games are done for today, and we're between the first and second period of the Heritage Classic, which has been entertaining so far. Although that might depend on which team you're cheering for to watch the game. All right, so starting things off with Minnesota and the New Jersey Devils. The Devils' play is improving. It is. So we get Fleury versus Vanacek in this one. There's an early power play for the Devils. They cycle. Hartman clears it out. Palat has a blast that's held. Dangerous power play there. It's killed off. The Devils press after. The Wild then press at 5 minutes. But on a cross-ice pass, Jesper Bratt scores for Marino and Ball at 6:13. So Bratt's been red hot. That's going to keep that going. And it's the first time that New Jersey scored the first goal of the game all season. So that's a plus for New Jersey. Devils look to add another. Rossi has a net drive that's blocked. We get a power play for the Wild. Eric Sinek has a shot that's blocked. Addison's denied. That's killed off. Wild press with 8.5 minutes left. The shots are 8-6 for Minnesota with 6 minutes left. Siegenthaler has a screened point shot that's held. Eric Sinek has a chance that's held on the very next play. Maroon and Brendan Smith are chatty, but there was no fight at that point. I'm pretty sure they didn't fight. And then Maroon scores his first goal with the Wild. It's better than a fight anyways. Brodin and Faber with the assists at 14:53. So that ties the game at 1. Devils press to respond. Toffoli has a shot that's blocked. Johansson has a spinning shot that's blocked as well. Bastian with a net drive that's defended. Pretty strong road period for Minnesota. It's 1-1 after 1. Second period. Early chance by Ball is saved. Fleury was pretty sharp early in that period. Jack Hughes has a high stick. That's not called. Brodin has a shot that's blocked. The Devils rush. We get a power play then for the Wild, and they score on it. It's Hartman from Addison at 2:31. He taps that one in from the side of the net and gives Minnesota their first lead of the day. Lazar has a rush chance that's held. Kaprizov hits the side of the net. The Devils rush, and they score. But it is immediately challenged for offside. Like right away, Minnesota's like, yeah, that's offside. So they must have been alerted, maybe from upstairs, that that's an offside play. Challenge it right away. So that counts, so boo from the crowd. Shots are 5-1 for the Devils at 5.5 minutes. They get a power play, and they score on it. It's Toffoli, who's red hot right now, on the power play from Bratt and Hughes at 6 minutes and 10 seconds. It's a tic-tac-toe goal, and it's buried. And then on a turnover at 6:54, Eric Howla goes top shelf from the high slot. That makes it a 3-2 lead for the New Jersey Devils. Wild look to respond. Merrill's denied. There's a power play for the Wild. Shorthanded rush by Mercer. The Wild cycle. Eriksson can't bury one. Hartman's denied. That's killed off. Too many Devils on the ice. The Wild go right back to the power play. Lots of zone time for the Wild during that power play, but New Jersey does kill it. 3:50 left. There's a power play for the Devils, and at 16:39, Bratt gets his second goal of the game. This one on the power play from Meyer and Luke Hughes. It's a one-timer on a good cycle. The Devils press for more. Hartman has a rush chance that's defended. But after 2 periods of play, it is 4-2 in favor of the New Jersey Devils. Interestingly enough, Jack Hughes, no assists for him to this point, but if he gave a third assist in the NHL, he would have had 2 after the second period. Third period, early chance for Foligno. Bratt defends that. Wild press at 2.5 minutes, but they're kept to the outside. Toffoli to Meyer, there's a near miss there. Shots are 5-2 for the Devils at 8.5 minutes. There's a crossbar for Toffoli. Fleury blocks the next, or holds the next shot. We get a power play for the Wild. That leads to a shorthanded Palat chance. That gets blocked out. But a good penalty kill. No shots on net for the Wild, and it's killed off. But at 15:17, Middleton, kind of out of nowhere, from the inner slot, he scores in close. Maroon and Foligno with the assist. So Maroon with a goal and an assist. If he picked up that fight, right? Anyways, so that one's buried in close. Gets it to a 1-goal game. The goalie pull takes place with 2.5 minutes left. Mercer had an empty net goal attempt. That was blocked. With 1:37 left, it becomes a 6-on-4. The Wild call a timeout. Vanacek, late denial of Kaprizov. Really strong game for Vanacek. I think his best game so far this year. And the Devils hold on. So 4-3 win for New Jersey. They go to 5-2-1 with the win. The Wild drop to 3-4-2 with the loss. It's been a rough start to the season for Minnesota. Shots on net, 10-9 mini in the first, 17-10 mini in the second, and then the Devils outshoot them 11-6 in the third. Final shots, 33-30 for the Minnesota Wild. Power plays, Minnesota 1 for 6. New Jersey 2 for 3. The hits were only 8-4 in favor of New Jersey. Not a big hitting game. Fleury saves 26 out of 30 at one end, and Vanecek saves 30 out of 33 at the other. So, the other game, well, San Jose's misery continues. And it looked like it might not, but man, this was a slow game, comparatively speaking, with this one. So Blackwood versus Kemper. There was a good start, early back and forth to this. The Caps have a 2-on-1 that misfires. The shots on net are actually 2-0 San Jose 3.5 minutes in. Wilson's denied and close. Pretty quiet first half of the period, though. Not a whole lot to write on the board, again, comparatively speaking, with this game. LeBanc has a net drive chance. That's held. Shots are 6-2 for the Sharks with 9 minutes left. And then Cunnin stuffs one in from the side of the net to give the Sharks a lead. He scores that one from Emberson and Ferraro at 11:40. That was during a good press by San Jose, so suddenly they have a lead. It's an unusual situation for San Jose. That was 163 plus minutes between goals for San Jose. Watching the announcers from Washington talk about it and acknowledging it had been a long time since the last goal for the Sharks. Maybe it'll be a long time before the next one. Caps were pretty flat. They get stuck on 2 shots for a while. That would change before the period was out. But yeah, it was a rough time for them. We get a power play for the Caps. Oshie's denied for the slot. Carlson's denied as well as Blackwood starts to try thieving this game. It's killed off. The Sharks rush. Oshie misses one high. The Caps press. Last minute Oshie chance is held. And the Caps press basically to close this out. So after the first period, it's 1-0 San Jose. But the shots had turned to favor Washington by the end of the period. Second period, Favari was down on a hit that the Caps didn't like very much, but it was incidental contact. Hurdle caught him, but Favari was already partway down. I didn't see any intent there. Hitting's picking up after that. The Caps have some issues setting up. Caps draw a power play. They cycle. The Sharks block. A shorthanded rush by Sturm. He fires wide, but that power play is killed off by San Jose. Sharks press at 5.5 minutes. Duclair fires one wide. The shots are 3-1 San Jose at 6.5 minutes. Sandin has a blast kicked aside. The Sharks clear. They're suppressed by San Jose at 8.5 minutes. The Caps block and clear. And really, it looked like San Jose might be able to just bring this one home. They were playing a really good, kind of a trapping style out there. So, Hurdle couldn't bury one in close. There's some momentum here for San Jose. Caps press with 6 minutes left. They end up drawing a power play. That leads to a shorthanded Cunnin shot that deflects out. Ovechkin then had a blast that was saved. The Caps cycle. Ovechkin's next chance is held. And he kind of swore on that one because he took too long rather than the one-timer. And you can see that with Ovechkin, it feels like he's second-guessing himself a little bit. I don't know that I've ever seen that with him, but he is definitely second-guessing himself a little. At least that's how it looks from the outside. So, Cunnin's dinged with a shot block. It's cleared out, and the Sharks kill it off. Mantha has a rush chance. That's caught and held. There's a press by Washington in the final minute again. So we're going to the third period. It's still 1-0 San Jose. Could they bring it home? Well, no, but let's talk about it. So Duclair has a rush chance that's saved. Granlund has a shot that's held, and it looks like, hey, you know, San Jose starting this period well. But at 2:18, Strome gets the 6th goal of the season. Jensen and Hamonic-Tel end up with the assists. Hamonic-Tel over from the SHL, and this is, I believe, his first game and his first point. But yeah, it's 5-hole through a screen from the point. Sharks look to answer. Ferraro has a shot that's caught and held. They're suppressed by the Sharks at 5 minutes. The shots are 5-4 Washington at 6.5 minutes. Mantha has a shot that's held. Zetterlund fires one high on a rush. The Sharks press with 6.5 minutes left. Cunnin couldn't bury one in close. Eklund has a shot kicked aside. The Caps clear to get a change. They were really pinned down for a while there. But at 15:15, Wilson, rush chance, goes in the net. It's his 300th point. He scores that from Ovechkin and Carlson. So Ovechkin on the board with an assist there. The Sharks look to tie it because now all of a sudden they're behind when they've been in control of this game for a while. Kuznetsov has a net drive chance. That saved. The Sharks pull the goaltender. Granlund defends on Malenstein. But then at 19:02, it's an empty netter. It's Kuznetsov from Ovechkin and Carlson, and that means McNuggets for fans of the Capitals. So you go, McNugget minute goal. I think that's the first one this season. Washington survives the scare here, 3-1. This is not one they're going to be writing home about. So San Jose drops to 0-8-1. Are they going to go with no wins in 82 games? They might. Are they going to have 82 goals in 82 games? Maybe. So Washington 4-3-1 with a win they had to have. Shots on net favor Washington the whole way through. 12-10 in the first, 13-11 in the second, 17-9 in the third. Final shots 42-30 for the Washington Capitals. Power plays San Jose, nope, none. Washington 0 for 3. The hits 27-18 for Washington. Blackwood saved 39 out of 41. He was excellent. Kemper was pretty solid himself with 29 saves on 30 shots. So there you go. You're caught up on 2 more of the games, and now it's just the Heritage Classic to come later on tonight. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.